Hi, family. Greetings. I hope you're doing all right wherever you're catching this vlog from. I've missed you guys. It's been a couple of days I've not been able to upload a vlog. I've been creating content which I hope you will love. Today, I come to you from Nairobi, Kenya, the outskirts of Nairobi. And I'd like to take you along with me and show you what a typical day is for me as a homemaker. I hope you enjoy this vlog. So first thing I did today was, after waking up, I needed to freshen my room and I needed to remove the beddings for replacements. But usually when I'm making my bed, I like to take out my beddings outside for airing, and I love to do this out in the sun. Thankfully, today seems to be a very sunny day, and this works perfectly for me. Besides, I love the smell of the sun in my bedding. So that was the first thing I did when I woke up. And yeah, I love sharing details of my life, not because they're perfect or they are the right way to do things, but I love to share with my audience tips that I use in my home and what makes it work for me. So I hope you are able to emulate a few things here and there. But always also love to hear from you guys in the comment section how you do your thing so that I can also pick a few hacks and tips here and there. So basically, on the day when I am undoing my bed, I like to remove and change everything from my pillowcases. Everything goes out. On some days, like twice a year or thrice a year or so, I also take out my mattress outside to catch the sun. After this, it's time for breakfast. I found my able domestic manager had made breakfast, so today was not my turn to make breakfast. And sometimes it's really nice to wake up to find ready breakfast. Today we were having cassava. We boil, then we deep fry, and then we eat this alongside some sauteed vegetables. And obviously, the most amazing Kenyan tea. I mean, Kenyan tea is amazing. Recently, I traveled, and you would not imagine how hard it is to chance upon good tea. I love my Kenyan tea. Honestly, you guys, if you've not tried Kenyan tea, you should try it. It's just the real deal, and it's just the perfect way to begin my day. After this, I set out to work, and my first job station was weeding. And I started with my ornamental plants. I've been traveling for some time, and it's also been the rainy season in Kenya, so I came back to a very bushy and kept home. Most of my plants have a lot of weeds, and my top agenda for today will be gardening and mostly getting rid of the weeds. They are so rampant and persistent. So I usually go around checking each plant and weeding and removing the weeds one by one. And I love to do this myself because I love to do this with all the tenderness required. And I also love observing each of my plants as I do this so that I know what is happening with each of my plants. I also believe in talking to plants. I also believe they are like children and they need for me to talk to them sometimes and to feel my touch for them to be able to thrive. So this is an exercise I like to do myself. I do not like to um, I do not like help with this particular activity. I love doing this myself. Besides, it's a way of decompressing. I find it therapeutic. Gardening is something I totally love doing because then I'm able to get some minutes to myself to think through and to reflect and to listen to the bird chirps and listen to the winds. It's a way of having my me time that is uninterrupted. So you see, like this particular plant needed also some support. This is a money plant, It's a crawler, and I needed to support it so that it grows going upward. As you can see, most of my plants have a lot of weeds. Like, really, you know, when a plant has a lot of weeds, then it means they're struggling for to get nutrients. They are competing with the weeds to get nutrients. So that is why it's important to weed and as soon as possible. An interesting thought is someone said weeds are also plants. It's just that we they're unwanted plants, or they're the unwanted flowers. It's kind of true, but anyway, it's life. You cannot have it all, and we have preferences and choices. Sometimes I feel sad, but yeah, you cannot go growing where you're not wanted. Like, I cannot grow croton and then another plant from wherever decides, hey, I'm going to take shelter here also and thrive. That's just me anyway. Yeah, so I spent a lot of time going through each of the plants and weeding and pruning and getting rid of the weeds. It took a bit of my time, but I was not in a hurry. I had dedicated this day to this. So, like I said, it's something I totally enjoy doing. I hope you're enjoying this vlog so far. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up even as we go ahead. We still have a long way to cover today. That right there is a jade plant. I love jade plants. I think I have 3 jade plants. Jade plants are known to bring luck to our home. They're beautiful, elegant, not needy plants, so I love them. Then the next one that I'm working on is an anthurium. I also love anthuriums. You can see it has one dried leaf, and I think that was because there was a lot of rain. I realized most of my pothos and philodendrons um, were giving brown leaves, and I think this is because of waterlogging. So it has been raining. Even this spider plant I'm working on right now also has a bit of brown leaves, and this is as a result of what of overwatering or waterlogging. So that is why I was saying it's important to go through plant by plant to understand what its needs and challenges are at any particular moment. If you're new here, I'd like to remind you at this point to not forget to subscribe so that you can be able to watch my vlogs another time. Also, I'd like to remind you to turn on the notification bell so that anytime I post, you will be notified. Guys, don't worry about the situation with my hair. I'm trying to grow my hair. It's been short for a long time. And the only way is to try and let it grow. And I mean, with hair, you cannot really rush it. So I'm giving it grace and I'm giving myself grace. I know I don't exactly look tidy, but let's give my hair grace until it grows. And then now I'm able to take it to the salon for professional hairdo. After working on my ornamental plants, now I went to the garden, to my kitchen garden, which is usually situated all around the house and the backyard. And the garden was also looking pretty bushy and unkept. And I got right into it to dig out the weeds and now do some pruning and then uproot whatever is no longer serving us, whatever is overgrown. You can see the state of the garden. Like, literally, you cannot even make out which are the beneficial plants and which are the non-beneficial plants. So my work was cut out for me. I had quite a lot to do. But like I mentioned, I really love gardening. I love weeding. And I love the feel of the soil in my hand and in my and on my feet. I just love the feel of soil. You know, someone said in soil lies life. and I love to feel life under my feet and to be able to connect with my ancestors. Someone the other day was telling me that we do not know just how profound um, grounding is. It's psychologically proven that grounding has far-fetched benefits to our overall general wellness, and I never miss a chance to experience this. So I was being told in the Western world, because of extreme weather conditions where people are just not able to step down, um, people are coming up with ways, like mats and shoes that are able to give you a connection to the ground. So it is a thing. It is a thing. I'm not a pro in this, but you could go check it out. But I'd encourage you, if you're in an environment that encourages you to be able to just step down, please do that. Over here, I had worn shoes because it had gotten crazy hot. By this time when I got here, it had really gotten very hot, and the soil was scalding my feet. So that is why. But anytime I chance to do grounding, I do not waste it, and I'd encourage that you also do this as much as possible. It's a way to connect directly with Mother Earth, and it's a beautiful feeling when you think about the spiritual aspect to it. But now I was starting to get tired, but I was just about done. This is just what is remaining. I've done quite a bit of it. And it was getting hot. It had become very hot. It is really was a sunny day today. I have some sweet potato here that is doing well. The vines that I was given by a friend. After gardening, I needed to refresh with a drink and dance a little. I love dancing. I'm a little girl deep in my heart, and whenever an opportunity presents itself for me to dance, I dance. I really do not care so much about how perfect my moves are, but I make sure to dance. I also had lunch, and then after resting a little bit, I decided to make my bed before proceeding with my day because I knew later on I would be too tired to do that. So I got back my beddings from outside and I spread my bed and I took time to, you know, color coordinates. I love bright stuff. Most of the times I love my bed sheets plain white, and then I accessorize with beautiful pillows and throw pillows and bed runners. I can't wait to jump into the bed later on. It's always nice to come to a clean, tidy, neat bed after a long day such as one I am having today. I am a sucker for neatness, and I always make sure whatever I am doing has to be neat. I'm a sucker for straight lines, for gleaming spaces, for flat surfaces, yani like that. I take time to make sure everything is well balanced. This is just me. Look at that. Who wouldn't want to come to such a bed later on after such a long day? I'm happy for me and I cannot wait to come and indulge literally. There goes. In the afternoon, my house manager, who is more like my sister, Awinja, joined me in repotting and potting some plants. I was gifted more pots by a friend of mine who runs Terracotta Pots Kenya. So I had a lot of pots, and I was also gifted some plants by a friend of mine called my guy Plants and Landscapers. And I needed to now, bring these aspects together. Like have plants on the sides, and then I have pots, empty pots, and I needed to pot them. And then there's some that I needed to report because the previous holders or planters were not working. Like there's a monstera that was almost drying out because of waterlogging. It was previously in an old paint bucket. So I needed to transfer it to a pot that drains better. So we had a lot to do. It was quite going to be a busy afternoon. It was a busy afternoon, and that is why I ensured to have lunch, rest a bit, make my bed, because I know by the time I'm done here, I will be so exhausted to do anything else. I appreciate Awinja so much because she's very vibrant and very helpful. I love the energy she brings into the activities and chores that we do around the home. This is something she enjoys doing, not those ones of you're forcing someone to do it all because it's their job, but she really brings in the right energy. And when she watches this video, I'd like her to know that I appreciate her effort and her help. She also is a very fast learner. Big up, girl. She's been with us for a year now. She's also been in school. She's been studying. She's been taking a diploma in information and technology. And whoop, whoop, she'll be graduating this December. She's graduating on the 20th. And I want to take this opportunity to congratulate her in advance. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her hard work. I'm so proud of her resistance and persistence. I'm so proud of her for the work that she puts in, and I cannot wait to see her wearing her graduation gown. So we needed to collect more soil and then now do the potting properly. I also got some more plants from what I pruned when I was gardening earlier. There's some plants that I pruned a bit because they were overgrown or bushy. So they gave us new babies to plant, and that is the beauty of gardening. It's an activity. They say gardening is a gift that keeps giving. You know, at some point when you master the art of gardening, then you stop buying plants. Not unless you're just looking for new varieties. You learn how to propagate from what you have. So gardening is a gift that keeps giving. You can see how busy we are. Our work is cut out for us, and we are about done. It was no mean feat, I tell you. Beautiful plants there. Thank you, Terracotta Pots Kenya. Thank you, Moigai Plants and Landscapers. I totally appreciate the warmth and the ambience that you bring to our home. Man, this was not a little work. It actually took a lot of time. It took us about 2 to 3 hours to get this done with. Not just the potting, of course, but the whole process. And I'll show you what we did after this. That's the monstera plant I was talking about that had started rotting. You can see the brown leaves to show that that plant, we were likely to lose that plant if we did not do something about it. So after the potting, now we transferred them back to the front yard. And you know, right now they were pretty heavy because of the soil, of course, and the clay pots also are not exactly light. So we carried them to the front of the house. This one was so heavy, my goodness. It was so heavy. Like I almost cried, but women have to do what they have to do, right? Our backs were killing us literally. But we made it. Yay! We made it. A couple more remaining as well. Oh, Awinja carried a big one, yani literally. For her small body, you'd think that she's sijui how, but she's a very strong girl and she amazes me with her charisma and energy. After this, we needed to clean the pots, obviously, um, get rid of the excess dirt and soil. Awinja did this while I was bringing the last of them and sweeping. Look at the new babies that we have. I can't wait to show you how they thrive in a week or two. I will be back with a tour to show you how they're doing. I love to leave my garden clean after weeding and gardening and stuff. There are always leaves falling from the trees around. There's always some soil, there's always some dry leaves and grass. So I love to sweep. After that, we positioned the plants in the new location and watered them. I hope you enjoyed spending the day with me today. I did. I hope you enjoy my content. And after this, I took a shower and enjoyed my evening just chilling out and enjoying the ambience that we'd created. Until the next one, see you guys and don't forget to subscribe and share. Bye. See you soon again.